Hello, everyone. Michelle Wellness, Blossom Inner Wellness, and Stand Together. How about you.com. This video, there's so many questions and so many people don't believe the narrative. And thank God for that. Thank God that people are not believing everything that they're told anymore. And I'm wondering if that's the whole reason for this happening, because it's like, wake up, people, wake up. So let's and the other thing too I want to say is I used to make hand priming tools. I used to work in a machine shop and I made hand priming tools for guns. I literally put the primer onto the bullet. And I was thinking about this for a while, that rifle, there's no way it's going to do just a little a little bullet hole. Like, it would have torn him up. And then I've watched videos where experts say, yeah, that rifle would have torn him up. And so and there was no exit hole. They actually found the bullet under the skin. So that's impossible with a rifle. That's with that caliber of a rifle. It just would not happen. But I want to share with you guys this video that also is questioning the narrative, which is fantastic.
Now, since we are talking about the crime scene, I want to also address a theory about this whole thing being fake. And there are many reasons why people believe this. First off, some people were shocked by that blood spray.
I guess, is that routine to see that much blood that fast? It's like instant.
Yeah, I've never seen, honestly, I've never seen that in any of my deployments, anything.
Then things get weirder because there was blood on the table and chairs, but none on the grass.
So blood on the table and chairs, not on the grass. He fell over. How could there not be blood on the grass? And then there's this, which is very, very strange. And they have holographic technology, you guys.
Did you?
Take a look at the chair. Take a look at the chair. The chair is going to go, it's going to fall in the middle of the table like the table's not even there.
Notice how the chair is just going through the table like it's not even there? Pretty weird if you ask me. Now,
I just want to show you guys that. So there's just so much. There's so many questions. They took down the crime scene right away. There was a guy that took off one of the cameras when nothing should have been moved from that crime scene. There were so many suspects. The last video that I showed with the laser that went onto the guy's cell phone, who's right behind Charlie. Then the laser goes up and then Charlie gets hit.
Most likely an infrared laser. It's not seen with the naked eye. It's in the 808 to 850 nanometer infrared light range there, but it could be seen by the person looking through that type of device. At the same time, from what I have been able to ascertain from scientific reviews on these things, a cell phone screen would reflect it, and it would reflect as a white light, even though it could be green or red.
And then the guy in front of Charlie, who's turned, and then he does something with his shoulder, and then Charlie gets hit. So also there was another shooter. There was a possible another shooter. So let me show you guys that one.
And the strange things about the shooting don't just end here. I happened to uncover footage before the incident where someone accidentally recorded another guy on a completely different roof that was not the Losi building.
So many questionable things about this. So many people know that it's bogus, and I'm wondering if that's the whole point, is to wake people up. I'm not sure, but this world is not what we think it is. These time is not what we think it is, and I want to show you guys another video that I've been following for a while now that has really been waking me up even more to understanding nothing is like what we think. We're not just born, go to school, get a job, get married, have kids, and live a life of debt and then die. So that's not why we're here. So I want to show you guys this, and maybe it'll blow your mind as much as it blew my mind, because I'm like, yes.
Original mystical Christianity, before the distortions of the Council of Nicaea in 325 CE, taught something radically different from what became religious dogma. The kingdom of heaven is within you was not a metaphor about morality. It was technical instruction about accessing expanded states of consciousness. The Gnostic Gospels, deliberately excluded from the official canon and discovered at Nag Hammadi only in 1945, reveal that Jesus taught about multiple dimensions of existence, about the illusory nature of physical reality, and about how thought and emotion create material experience. The Gospel of Thomas records,
And the Gospel of Thomas is taken out of the Bible. There are a lot of books that are removed from the Bible, and the Gospel of Thomas was one of them. It's not in the Bible, but it is in the Vatican Library.
when you make the two one, when you make the inside like the outside, then you will enter the kingdom. This is a precise description of the collapse of subject-object duality that characterizes expanded states of consciousness.
So this was actually something that Jesus did share. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you. I believe that the Bible is literally, it's a metaphor, and it's talking about spiritual awakening. And so this is what I wanted to share, because I really think that, I know this is a game. I know that this world is not what we think it is. And I think that there is kind of an agenda to try to wake more people up so that we can bring heaven on earth. We can create this world that we want. I know that there's dark entities here. I know that they're doing heinous things, child sacrifice and more, and that's got to be the worst. And I really feel that there's a frequency of love here, and it's our kuleana, our job, to focus on what it is we want to see, to imagine. Einstein said imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Why did he say that? He said that because he knew that when you imagine things, it actually goes into the field. So when you stay in fear and trusting the mainstream, all the BS that they're talking about, then we're creating something that keeps it alive. But what's really great about the hundreds of thousands of people that went to the memorial, I mean, I think the guy said over 100,000 people, but many did not get in. The stadiums could only hold like 20,000 or something, but many thousands were had to go home. What's so great about that is the frequency of love. It was really powerful, and that there wasn't hatred, and there wasn't anger, there was sorrow, and there was love, and there was forgiveness. And that is so, so powerful. When we stand in that, and I'm not perfect at this, I can be a pill. I'll be the first to say that. And I do practice this as much as I can. So I just want to do a prayer around that. I didn't want to make a really long video, but maybe what's happening isn't real. The other thing that they're talking about, is I did share where was the blood at? Maybe this whole thing, maybe I hate to say it, maybe he's still alive, because he could be. If that bullet wasn't, didn't shoot him, the rifle did not shoot him, his whole neck would have been gone. It just was like boom, and then blood spurt out. There are movie magic things that can make that happen. I don't know. I'm not sure. There was a trap door also right underneath his stage. There was holographic, that chair when going through the table. That's impossible. Unless it's a holographic table, unless they're setting things up. So many distractions, like so many. There's just the list keeps going on and on and on. So let's just drop in. Let's focus on what it is we do want. Jesus did teach that the kingdom of heaven is within you. He also did teach about different dimensions. There's so many gospels that are taken out of the Bible. The Council of Nicaea was a council that decided what would go into the Bible and what would not go into the Bible. And then also Constantine was the emperor that brought all the religions together: paganism, Mithraism, Christianity, Judaism, and he brought them under one religion. And it was you had to follow that one religion that brought them all together, and or you on pain of death. So this world is not what we think it is. We can't just believe things blindly. We need to feel it, focus on what we want, and move in that direction. Okay. Great Spirit of all things, you are beating our hearts, you're breathing our bodies, you're moving the sun across the sky. We choose to believe in what we can feel. What we feel is a connection with you, Great Spirit. There is an intelligence that is connected to our heart, and we choose to follow that. What is in our heart? What does our heart tell us is true? We follow that. And one of those guidance, Great Spirit, is that we're all connected, that each one of us matters, that all people, right, left, black, white, whatever, we all want peace. We all want safety for ourselves and for our children. We all want love. We all want abundance. We all want harmony. We all want to eat clean food and have clean air and have clean water. And Great Spirit, we call that in right now. We call that in. That this world is a better place for all people, that our children are safe. We call forth the angels around the planet, that they be with anybody who is being held against their will, and that they be shown the path to freedom, and that they be held in safety the whole entire way. Great Spirit, we bind anybody who would do any harm to another human life. We bind them with the frequency of love and with the frequency of aloha, which is love. That their hearts either be turned or they be peaceably removed from power. Great Spirit, we watch this movie, and literally a movie unfolding in front of our eyes with look over here, look over there. And we call forth the light on the true path, that we see what is real. And what is real is in our hearts. We choose to clean up our own relationships first. Like Tucker was saying, I work on me first, forgive myself first, work on my own stuff first. And then we see the outside world the way we want to see it. Great Spirit, we call forth peace and freedom and harmony. We know it is done. Thank you so much. And so it is. Sending you and your ohana so much aloha from the Big Island. Please like, subscribe, and share. I am doing an inner shift program. So you guys can go to blossominnerwellness.com for more information on that. And also a free freedom school. You can actually just join the free private membership and you'll immediately have access to the free freedom school. And I'd love to support you on your journey because we're in this and we're not alone. All right, much aloha.